This is YSM Sports Media. Want to thank you for all your love and support. Really appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now and click the notification button for all future content.
What's the process? What's the process of signing a prospect?
Process of signing a prospect. Well, I do get a lot of calls, different countries, different states. Obviously, you can't sign everyone that reaches out to you. My process is, the first thing I do is I study the fighter. I want to look at his background. I want to look at his amateur pedigree. I want to look at his work ethic. I want to make sure that the loyalty is there. And because that's huge in this business. There's none. So that will be my process. That will be my first step. I'll invite him over to my gym, put him with one of my dogs, and see where he's at. You know what I mean? If this is somebody that we believe will be a good fit for Team Big, because understand something. I don't really care who the fighter is or what the amateur background is or how great he was. If he doesn't fit with the rest of my established team, it's not needed over a Pivot Boxing. My team is not going to mold itself around a new fighter. A fighter has to adhere to the team. And like I said, like I always say, our team is family first. And that's how we run business, and we'll go from there on. We'll sit down, we see what we can offer this fight. You can offer the same thing to every fighter. You have fighters at 105 pounds that it's nearly impossible to find fights for. You got guys at 147, 140 pounds that you can get them 4, 5, 6 fights a year. So everyone is different. But the first thing we look for right here is that the fighter is a perfect fit to every other fighter under the Pivot Boxing banner.
And you have your fighter, and a promoter is interested in signing him to a promotional deal. What's the process in that?
Well, again, everybody has a different process. My fighters, I negotiate everything for my fighters. Sponsorships, promotional contracts, everything they do. Anything that has to do with business, I manage. So if a promoter is interested in any one of my fighters, all they have to do is reach out to me, and we'll sit down and we'll see. We'll see. Again, not every promotional company is a perfect fit for every fighter. Not every fighter is a perfect fit for every promotional company. So, again, people know who I manage. People know our guys. Reach out to us. Call the gym. Call the management office. And we'll be more than glad to sit down and hear you out. See what you have to offer to our team.
Do you have any fighters that possibly have a fight lined up?
Well, we do. We had, as you know, because of COVID, we actually had five guys lined up in May and in June, and that's out the door. We are talking as we speak about a possible fight. Don't want to put it out there yet because I need to make sure that everything's concrete. But it will be a great fight. It will be for a world ranking for one of my fighters, and that is very, very, very excited about the fight. All my guys are fighting. All my guys are on weight. All my guys are in shape. All we need to do is get paid. Just get the call, and we're ready to go. We have a bunch of guys, new guys coming up, about to make debuts, and everybody's ready. As you see, every time you come here, everybody's working. We take no days off. This pandemic is just going to make us a whole, that much better. We will be making an announcement pretty soon on that fight if it happens. If it doesn't happen, we will continue to look. But we will stay busy with this pandemic.
Who makes the final call? You or a trainer when a fighter is ready to turn pro?
Well, as you know, personally, we train a lot of our fighters ourselves.
Yeah.
But if a fighter comes to me, a fighter that we sign, a fighter under our flag, and has a trainer, it is my way of doing things to always get the recommendation for the trainer, especially if he doesn't train at Pivot Boxing Academy. I'm not there every single day. The trainer knows their fighter better, so the trainer will give me a timeline. Okay, listen, hey, in 5 weeks the guy will be ready. In 6 weeks the guy will be ready, and that gives me the time to look for something right around that time. Then we'll decide on the opponent, which will go the same way. We'll sit down, and we'll discuss the opponent. Me, as a manager, I never designate a fight for my guys. I offer fights for my guys. Then the trainer and I will sit down. The trainer will make the final decision on who we fight.
Do you give like a list of opponents?
Yes, I do. Always try to give a list of opponents. Unless I get a phone call, hey, listen, we have an offer for one of your guys to fight against X person, then I'll bring that name to the table. If it's something we're doing, I always like to find 3 or 4 guys and see what our options are. Because remember, a lot of guys, they'll say yes in the beginning, then they pull out of the fights. A lot of guys get hurt. I always like to have 2 or 3 guys lined up in case something goes wrong with the matchup.
As far as being a fill-in opponent, what is more important, the opportunity or the money?
Well, the opportunity is great, but it depends what kind of opportunity it is. It could be a fill-in opponent at a show that no one sees or no one watches. Again, guys that are beginning in this business, guys that are coming up, need to feed their family, so the money is always important. Most guys are in this business for the money. Yeah, some guys are here for greatness, but everyone wants to get paid. You cannot feed your family with belts and awards, right? You need cash. So now, when it comes to a certain level, like this top-ranked fights right now, yes, the money's good, but I believe the opportunity is better because now you have the exposure, you have the national exposure that even in the laws could open the door for something much, much bigger when things change and fight cards finally open. People already know who you are. If you sit home and not go out there and fight, no one's going to know who you are. The exposure is great for your guys.
Thanks, Lando. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome, sir.